Hello, Gemini. Welcome. Take a seat and relax. There's nothing you need to do in this present moment except to relax and enjoy your reading. And to start your reading off, Gemini, we have card number 31. Ooh, this is interesting. This is in the whole time that I have been using the Office Oracle deck, at the very beginning, this card popped up a lot. Like a lot. It kept popping up over and over and over again. But then it stopped out of nowhere, and I haven't seen it in a while. And this is the first time that it's popped up in a while. So I don't know. That's kind of cool. So there's something that used to see a lot, and then it disappeared. Well, you're about to see it again. It's coming back. So Nellie in this card, she is sitting in the manager's chair. She walked right into a job for which she was ill-prepared, ill-suited, and somebody else already had. And she got it. Anything can happen to anyone. It is just random. So we take pi, for example, right, pi? 3.1415296535.9, right, pi? Right? If you did not know what pi was, you would think that those are just random numbers. You would not think that there is an order to it. Life may seem random and chaotic, but there is an order to it. Pi, no matter how random it seems, will always be pi. Life is pi. Anything can happen to anyone. So she walked in with one thing on her mind, is she is going to get a job. Whatever job it is, she is going to get a job at their office, right? That was her only focus. That was the only thing she was thinking of, right? But now it's how is she going to get this job, right? Is she going to ask for an interview? How is this going to happen? Is she going to walk in? Like, what if they don't need anybody, right? What if they're fully staffed, right? But none of that mattered to Nellie. Nellie knew that life was random, but there is an order to it. The order here, right, was that we need to get Nellie a job somehow, right? And then life, being random, decided to randomly get her that job, right? And now the excitement is, okay, how is it going to happen then? It's not, is it going to happen? It's, how is it going to happen? So same with you in your life, same with the people around you. You know, we all have this power. You know, if we decide, set focus on a certain thing, right? And then we go for it, right? Knowing, and then I think it's important that you deep down know that the universe is working behind the scenes to get you there. And you have to have that mentality of, okay, I wonder how it's going to happen. And then you go through life with wonder, right? I wonder, looking for those opportunities, looking to see how life is going to get you to this thing that you want, right? And now, what a way to see life, what a way to live through life with wonder and amazement, right? Or just like walking around kind of like with curiosity, instead of just walking around thinking life is horrible, everything is going wrong, everyone is out to get me. How different the mindset, right? But Nellie, we have to focus on having Nellie's mindset of, anything can happen to anyone. It's just random, right? We just know that we want to get to this certain thing. And let's see what life comes up with, right? Let's see what the universe comes up with. It's random, but there is an order to it. Life is pi. Anything can happen to anyone. So if there's something that you want and you keep telling yourself, why go for it? It's impossible. This can never happen to me. I can never achieve this thing, well, that's that wrong mentality to have, right? The mentality to have is, life is going to surprise me. I want this thing and I want it bad, and I'm going to get it. The only thing to question is, I wonder how it's going to happen, not if it's going to happen. All right, so I want you to change that and embody that mentality of, it's not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen, and I wonder how. And then you keep asking yourself, how? I wonder how life is gonna randomize these numbers, right? to get me this thing that I really want, that I would love and enjoy, and I would have a lot of fun with. So two different mentalities. Yeah, life is pie. The Empress and Death. Cool. So we have two major arcana cards. See, okay, interesting. So that's kind of follows along with what I'm saying, right? The only thing that you have to do, right, was this focus on embodying Nellie's mentality of, anything can happen to anyone, right? And then that is literally telling the universe yes. That is letting the universe come in. That's opening the door to the universe to get you to this place. It's like universe is the Uber, and you are accepting this ride of yes, take me to this pie, take me take me to this thing that I want. And then life does it. The Empress, that's the inside. Look at it's an Uber. That's you. That looks like Nelly, right? And you know what you want, and you hopped on the Uber from the universe. And see, there's nothing you need to do now. You just decided you already did what you needed to do. You decided on what it is that you wanted, right? Now it's the universe's job to get you there. And so just like to chillax, take a seat, and that doesn't mean do nothing and stay in your room and don't go outside, right? Take a seat. That just means relax, right? Because notice how you react in your daily life, right? Notice when you really are trying to force things to happen, you're gonna notice a resistance in your body, because you want to control the outside, you want to control the things that you can't control, right? So you create resistance within yourself compared to like when you're just letting go, when you are just letting what's happening happen, when you are not even trying to control, even if you really are sitting down, in your room. Try to notice the difference between when you are trying to control things and then how you are feeling, how much tightness there is in your body compared to when you relax and when you let go and you feel a little lighter, because you're okay with whatever's going on and you aren't trying to control it, right? So that is the type of letting go. That is the type of sit down and relax and there don't do nothing. It just means that resistance within your body. Don't do anything. You don't need to control the outside. This is a moment of the universe taking you on that Uber ride. So, when you go on an Uber ride, you don't do anything with the car. No, you just sit back and relax in the back seat and you just take that ride, right? You don't do anything. You just enjoy the ride. So, this is what's changing. We were in a space to where we were trying to force everything. We were trying to control the outside, control things that were out of our control, right? And it causes resistance within your body, and it causes tightness, and it causes heaviness. But all that is going away. Death. All that is changing. This is change. The Empress. We are focusing on the inside, and the universe is taking us on that Uber ride. And look at that. That's the Uber ride taking you. See, now we're going this way. But interesting. Okay, so death, right? So this is going to cause a change in the internal as well. So to get you to this thing, right? For Nelly to get this pie, right? I mean, there had to be an empty chair. So, let's see where we're heading. The Source and the Lovers. Wow. Beautiful energy. Look at that. So much red, a lot of love, a lot of passion. And then, this is you arriving at your destination. This is you arriving at what it is that you truly, deeply want inside. Because this isn't just like I want that, and then you're gonna, toss it aside and you're okay with just possessing it, and you're okay with just, abandoning it inside a drawer somewhere. I don't know. No, this is something that you truly deeply want inside. This is coming straight from the source. This is coming straight from the Empress, which is the inner you, this is going inside. We are going inside again. This is also the Ace of Wands. This is pure potential, literally the beginning of spark. Spark lights that fire, and then movement. Okay, so there was nothing, right? We created nothing here. She had nothing, and then she walked in to get something, right? But this new something is replacing an old something. We had to get rid of an old something first to have nothing, and then that made room for this something to arrive, for us to get to this new something. Interesting. Well, I guess the leaving part, because if we're getting on an Uber, that means we're going somewhere else. But we are talking about the internal too. So maybe the internal moved somewhere else, and then that might cause that same movement on the outside. But either way, it doesn't matter, because what matters is our destination. Look at that. We lovers in the source. This is like you looking in the mirror, and this is literally you looking in the mirror, and imagine how nice it would be to enjoy seeing who's looking back. Enjoy your company that you have put yourself with. But with yourself, right? Your source. This is deep down exactly where you want to be. And I mean, you literally saw, you imagine that at the very beginning you were like, I wonder how the universe is going to take me to this thing. And then you start paying attention, right? And you notice exactly what the universe did to get you to this thing. And you get to this thing, right? We are here, we are loving it, we are enjoying it. This isn't a thing to where we set it aside. This is a thing to where we start playing with it every day. We start spending time with it every day. This is something we absolutely love and enjoy, and we're having a great time. And we can't believe how the universe brought us here, right? So do you look back? This is you looking back and being like, whoa, the universe actually brought me here. And that was pretty cool. The universe is on my side. And now you have a friend within yourself that you can trust. And imagine all of the cool stuff both of you can come up with, and both of you can explore. And what a way of, what a change in life from the very beginning, right, to this type of energy. Worry. And the sun. Yeah, that's cool. Well, yeah, this is at the beginning, right? The 5-disc worry. We were very worried at the beginning. There's something that we want, but we're worried, right? Everything is against this, is going against us. We're worried that it's not going to happen, compared to embodying a Nelly type of energy, to trusting the universe, to seeing the universe actually do things, move things around to get us to where it is that we love and enjoy and definitely deserve. So see, look at there's the sun again. There's the source, the sun. This is literally the best card in the tarot. This is the number 6, and this is in the Tree of Life, right? This is the beginning, and then there's nothing up here, and then the nothing created something. And how cool it is that nothing, and then something came out of nothing, and then that something kept exploring itself, and it eventually got down to here. But it realized that the sun, this number 6, this was home, and this is where he's always wanted to be. The sun, beauty. This is that something that came out of nothing. And this 6th part, this sun area, is where it is at its best. That is where our guardian angel, Omi, lives. And that is where we are heading, it looks like. And that there's no need to worry when you have trust in the universe. So, yeah, and the sun, this is the universe that we're trusting, which is ourselves. Wow. I got a sudden burst of energy from this reading, and from this, especially that sun card. I mean, with the source, there's so much cool things happening here. There's so much cool things happening here. We'll do 2 cards. Number 16. Interesting. That's hilarious. 16. What were we talking about over here with the Empress, right? This is you getting on the Uber. You don't have to do anything, right? You just enjoy the ride. You just let go. Well, this is what this card is literally about. 16 is about surrendering, and right. This is Pam at first struggling. She kept trying to tell this lady that they were not the van of Hallelujah Church of Scranton, you know. They were a paper company, but the lady couldn't understand her, so the lady kept trying to get on, and Pam kept trying to tell her, hey, no. But I mean, she could tell her all she wants, but they're not gonna understand each other, you know. So eventually Pam got tired of the events that were happening, because that was happening and then other things were going on, and so she got tired and she let go, and the lady was trying to get on again, and Pam literally just let her in. She gave up. But it's not really giving up type of energy. It's that letting go, right? That the resistance, the heaviness that you feel within your body, it's letting that go. You will feel lighter. Notice when you do feel lighter, okay, that is where you want to chase. Notice what you were thinking, or how you were feeling right before that feeling of lightness, you know, and it will be a huge difference compared to all this heaviness that you have been feeling. So it will be very obvious, but to get there, maybe that'll be the hard part, but it's not hard, because this is just letting go. This is you know, smashing a lot of buttons on the controller, realizing nothing is happening, so you finally let down the controller and you let go, and nothing happens, right? You start releasing control of the outside, of what it is going on. What is going on is supposed to be going on, okay, right? We have to make room for this new thing that's coming to you, that we are taking you towards, actually. So yeah, be relieved. Don't be scared. Everything happens for a reason, and there is no reaction needed. That's cool that card landed literally on this side too, and I even almost put it over here, but I was like, no, I'm gonna put it back over there. So yes, and the yes, Charles, you wanted me. Perfect. This is the two ways of being that we were talking about at the beginning. Being like Nelly, you know, that she doesn't care that she's not prepared for this job. She wants a job here, and she will get one. No matter what it is, no matter what she's going to do, even if she doesn't know how to do it, she doesn't care. She will figure it out, right? Versus, man, I really want this thing, but it's impossible, and I don't deserve it, and I don't think I can get there. I'm not even qualified. I don't even have the tools or the materials. I can't even do it. You know, those two different mentalities. This card is talking about that as well. Yes, Charles, you wanted me, right? Kelly here was waiting by the office, and this is when Charles was on the office, and she kept saying, yes, Charles, you wanted me, and she was thinking that if she says it enough, he will in fact eventually want her. And this is the basis of affirmations and manifestations. So and that's basically what we're trying to do, it seems like, right? Nelly wants something, and we're just wondering how the universe is going to get us there. So manifestation, we'll talk about that. So remind yourself of what it is that you want in your life every day. Make it a part of your everyday pattern to somehow remind yourself of what it is you are trying to manifest in your life. When you consistently make it a part of your pattern, you will somehow find a way to have what you want in life. Affirmations and manifestations are all about replacing an old pattern with a new one. And I really hope that helped. If it did help, please help me as well by leaving a like, leaving a comment, and subscribing if you would like to keep hanging out, as this is a safe place where we try to figure life out together. So thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.